welcome to another episode of Forget About It. This is your host, PappaRock, and we are now moving into Drunkcast territory. I am doing a series of three here and watching my friend Rubee uh, and giving him some pointers because that's what he seemed to ask for. This is game three of a series of Rubeecast that I'm doing today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to bother with a countdown because there's nobody following along right now. We're going to move at my pace. I do apologize for the last episode where I had to pause it and adjust the sound. I think I got the sound right now, and also for having to pause it to answer the phone. I now have my phone. It was with me. Okay, it's probably in there. Watch it ring while I'm doing this shoutcast now. Rubee is playing Vermont, and his opponent, who is playing American, is Ranger08. I think I've played Ranger08 before. He's a pretty good player. Looks like Rubee's going to go munition heavy. He's going to be coming out with a Volksgrenadier squad. And I'm going to assume that Ranger will come out with a rifle squad. So we have a good start for both. Well, double engineer start. I'm sorry, I didn't see this other one over here. They're not doing anything but sitting idle. Well, no, they're capturing. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting because I'm not watching from his perspective. I cannot see them actually capturing the point. They're just, it looks like they're standing by it.
Munitions point is ours.
Looks like Rubee's pushing up the right side of the map here, going toward that plus 16 fuel. And his second squad to be coming out is going to be an MG squad. Don't know why Ranger is capturing that strategic point. That's really not going to serve him too well. He would have been better off capturing the plus 10 munitions and plus 10 fuel. And possibly this victory point here and getting things counting down for him. Right now, victory points are still frozen at 500 to 500 because neither party has bothered capturing victory points. They're just trying to get map control right now. MG is moving out and coming up toward the plus 16 fuel to give support to this Vermont Volksgrenadier squad. I'm sorry. And Ranger is doing a good job of capturing the points over here and connecting up to that plus 16 fuel, if only for a minute. MG squad is getting flanked already. And they should have pursued, and they didn't. Suppression taken. Alright, now all he has to do is start firing the other way. There you go. Good job by Rubee. He didn't panic and retreat, but now he's retreating. That's okay, because we have another Volksgrenadier squad coming out. Map control is about even now. Although Rubee does have some points he needs to capture. He might as well use that Volksgrenadier squad and capture these points in the background. Or you can retreat that Pioneer squad and start capturing. Pioneer squad going for the cutoff from the plus 16 fuel. And Volksgrenadier squad is over here capturing the fuel, plus 5 fuel. Pioneer squad decaps and retreats. Volksgrenadier squad coming in to harass even more and hopefully take out this engineer squad and prevent them from capturing and connecting back up. Folks, Grenadier Squad taking fire from both sides now. Trying to stay in cover, but it's not helping them since the Rifle Squad is flanking them. Good placement for the MG Squad. Good job, good job. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight on our hands. Good microing of the MG. Let's see where he puts it. Ah, good choice. Right in that building. I'll cover both points, I think. Now he needs to cap it.
Yes, sir. Forward base.
Rubee is teching up here, going to tier 2. Folks, Grenadier Squad getting line of sight from a building right there. And the supply depot is up for Ranger 8. Good unit preservation. Kriegsbarracks going up. Good, and we have a triage center being built. Good placement of it. He was very conscious of where his squads would be retreating to.
MG crew on me.
Great, another replacement.
What are your orders?
Now that Rubee has this plus 16 fuel, he's not going to give it up too easily. But he could be easily flanked here. He needs to keep an eye out for that. Yes, he is. He is noticing what's going on, so he is moving his MG somewhere, I don't know where. Uh-oh, it's going to get flanked.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Grenadier Squad coming out. And here comes a Vet 1 Rifle Squad to flank the MG, and he's probably going to get that MG from him. If he does, I'm going to get sick. And the MG Squad lives to fight another day. Good pursuance. Is pursuance a word? Oh, who cares?
We're losing a sector.
Ranger is floating about 200 munitions and 75 fuel.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
And he is just reinforcing right now. I would probably, if I were him, get bars. Especially seeing Grenadiers out. Rubee, on the other hand, is making a medic bunker. Good placement for it, considering that's where most of the action is probably going to take place.
The mines are ready.
Although one thing I disagree with is if he went Kriegsbarracks, I would have probably held off on the Grenadiers. But then again, I could be wrong considering Ranger 8 is already building his motor pool. Map control is being taken back by Ranger08. I knew he shouldn't have moved this MG from there.
Where do you want us?
It's Grenadier reporting territory captured. Pioneer squad at full
Old
complement.
squad here.
Oh. Volks Grenadier squad on the run. Two rifle squads and a flame unit chasing them away. Oh, they're roasting medics now. That's not right. He was just trying to save a life.
We're losing territory.
Good job trying to take out this rifle squad. He retreated soon enough as soon as he saw the MG and all the squads. Now's the time to get this plus 16 fuel back. Rubee is now upgrading to Vet 1 veterancy for his Vermont. Oh, and his own nade takes out his own guy. Good use of the MG there. But with no medics to collect for the medic bunker. Looks like Rubee's gonna be... Oh, here comes a medic. The medic bunker gave birth. Armored car coming to cause havoc, but there is a Grenadier squad around here somewhere. Back at his base, where it does him no good. Good, he's now making a Pack 38, hopefully to counter this armored car. Armored car now has its skirts and its 50 cal.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
Just gotta love the sound of the 50 caliber. Now, why was he stopping to fire at the armored car? That just didn't make any sense to me. Now he's trying to take out the medic.
Forward base.
Oh, I was hoping to see something like that. Used your sniper. Oh, Panzerfaust takes out the armored car. Flame units roasting everybody. But that's okay because he will replenish soon with his medic bunker. Good move getting the sniper out. AT gun coming out. Why? I don't know. I haven't seen any armor from Rubee. Thought that was a little premature. I'm not a big fan of the motor pool, but if I do go motor pool, I like to get a half track out because at least you can reinforce by it. Plus you get a quad cannon. Oh. Sometimes you gotta build units just for the fun of them. The quad gun is very much a lot of fun. Especially when you have a pesky sniper hanging about. Ranger 8 doing a good job chasing them away. Trying to... Oh ho ho! Grenadier squad comes alive right in the midst of those riflemen. Oh, nice nade. Put the MG in his house to cover that medic bunker.
Capturing a sector.
And he still can't get this plus 16 fuel back.
Where do you want us?
Put that MG right in that medic bunker. That way you don't have to worry about it.
Americans are seizing territory from us. The enemy advances.
Moving up on the left.
Seek. Sniper.
Ah, going to tier 4.
Replacements fall in.
Let's see if Ranger has chosen his doctrine yet. Yes, he has. He has chosen airborne, and he's going down the right side of the tree. Why do people do that? Well, he's floating munitions, so he can afford to do that.
Squad reinforced.
We hold the initiative. At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's just bad luck there. But at least he chased him away. Occupy that machine gun. Go reinforce. Get that machine gun inside that bunker. Retreat! Oh yeah, retreat it. That is one dead sniper. Good distraction use. Good use of distraction. Put that sniper inside the building. Run his ass. Oh, that's not going to be good.
Losing territory.
Ranger 8 doing a good job of cutting Rubee off here. Recapping points, good use of his units. Rubee's kind of sitting idle here. But his medic bunker, he needs to capture this point at least. Okay, good. He's occupying that MG. He needs to turn that MG around or put it in the medic bunker. At Pack 38, he needs to get it placed somewhere.
They're hitting our base.
Panzer Command has been built. MG is going down into the slaughter.
Attention.
Maybe not. Okay, good. Maybe I'll just scare him away. Oh, what did I miss? If only there was a rewind button. He must have placed the mine there. That's gotta be annoying. That armored car isn't even damaged, it looks like. one thing I hope for with COH2 replays is a rewind feature.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Ranger 8 is recapturing a lot of the points and regaining map control. He does hold 2 victory points over Rubee. Victory point count is 445 to 372 in favor of Ranger 8. Rubee needs to go ahead and upgrade that squad with a Panzerschreck and get that Pack 38 out here. He's just giving veterancy to that rifle squad by doing that. At least the pack got one shot at him. Two grenadier squads here. And there goes the satchel charge. Goodbye. Oh, beautiful. No more grenadier squads. But that's okay, because we have an Ostwind out. And that usually will suck the butt out of a cat. Poor analogy. I was comparing it to a vacuum cleaner. Or at least a good vacuum cleaner. But it does its own version of cleaning up. As long as it didn't sit idle. Another Ostwind. Ooh. Ostwinds are nasty versus infantry. This AT squad has done nothing since it's been made. I hope it at least gets a shot at something other than infantry. This is the time to bring that Ostwind forward. Maybe he did a good job. He did a good job keeping him there. Go, preserve that unit! Don't lose it! Don't. Oh, lost his sniper too. But the Ostwind is kind of cleaning up. At least take out that other rifle squad. Justify it. Please.
No enemy in sight.
Reporting.
Grenadiers, listen up.
Light armor ready.
Ready for orders. Front shifting. It's grabbing territory for us.
And Rubee really giving it to him with this Ostwind.
Light armor ready.
Should go after the armored car.
Calibrating rangefinders now.
An armored car is coming to aggravate again.
Heavy recon here.
Oh, Panzer IV. Bring him out. Go ahead and get that second veterancy for your tanks. That way you can get the machine guns and armored skirts. And this last one's just mowing the lawn and pulling up weeds. Pursue! This last one's definitely going to see more action. Good. Going for that second veterancy on tanks. No doctrine chosen yet, as far as I can tell. This last one's being chased down. What's Ranger thinking? Oh! Sticky it, maybe? What good did it do? Well, tank destroyer might help, but not by much. See, I associate too many things with different doctrines. Tank destroyers go with Rangers. That's where, I mean, call them in for off-map. But, with airborne... Oh, it sounded like he hit that plane. I wish I would have seen that. For airborne, I would have gone Sherman's. If I have a tank depot. Better complement with that 50 cal popping out the top, and you don't have to worry about babysitting it so much. The tank destroyer here, being as he's got a Panzer IV, he's going to have to keep him on the move. And one hit from that Pack 38, and that's going to take away half his health. Everybody's just sitting and waiting. Rubee's still holding the victory point over here. He's just not holding on to the fuel. And this last one's giving him hell. Aha! Looks like terror doctrine has been chosen. At least the last one can't hurt the M10. Man, you got so much armor. Oh, well, there he goes with his repair bunker. I spoke too soon. Well, Rubee's doing himself a fine job of holding it together here. Maintaining 2 victory points over 1. Count is 318 for Rubee, 378 for Ranger08. Panzer IV has come forward now, and it looks like Ranger 8 is bringing out his AT gun. Why is he making an AT gun at the motor pool? He should have just dropped it. It's worth the extra munitions. Ranger 8 allowing himself to get boxed in here rather than utilizing his units effectively. Should have flanked with the rifles and then moved the AT gun over here by this victory point and faced it in. Then retreated him back as the Panther would have, or the Panzer would have pursued, hopefully. Looks like Rubee's ready to call a King Tiger out. He just needs about 120 more manpower to do so. And after he does that, that's probably going to be GG, unless he just plays very, very badly like I did the other day and loses his Tiger. His King Tiger, I should say. We've had 2 infantry too. Let's see what happens here.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Everybody is maintaining a respectable distance, it looks like. Although I do not know what the armored car is waiting for, or what Ranger is waiting for. Ah, here we go with a Sherman. Sherman taking hits from the Pack 38. Ah, King Tiger is out, and the M10 is running like hell. Sherman has been taken out. And it looks like the AT gun's gonna have itself taken out with one shot. It's Tiger versus Paratrooper. Let's see what happens with this. Keeping that Tiger well protected. Rubee is doing an excellent job at that. Much better than I did. I'd bring up that pack though if I were him at this point. Try to pin him in further or use the pack toward the right hand side here and help with that armored car. Seems like every push is being repelled right now. And Rubee did the ultimate insult by stealing his AT gun. And he pulls in a strafing run and takes care of it. Poor Rubee lost 3 guys at that. Was it worth it? Oh, it looks like Ranger's trying to attack his base here. And doing a good job with that. There is a little gap that you can get by here on, just like you can on the side of the Axis base or the other base over here. You can flank this MG. Just can't get around the wall without getting suppressed. Let's sneak a Tiger back there. Oh yeah, you'll take it out in no time. Rubee's capturing this other victory point, and the countdown ticker will increase dramatically there. Well, it looks like Rubee's going to have this one in the bag, unless he dramatically screws up here. Oh, at least that M10 did serve a purpose. It saved his airborne squad. Finally, Rubee has control of the plus 16 munition, fuel over here. Something so vital on this map. And this armored car is still sitting in this corner doing nothing. Ranger08 is pretty much lost all his momentum and is now trapped in his base for all intents and purposes. Propaganda war used on him. That's got to be aggravating. Oh. Well, at least they... Wow. AT squad has gotten no kills, and it was made 30 minutes ago, I'm sure. Or at least 20. It was one of the first units that he made. Motor pool does not serve airborne well. That's a fact. When I go motor pool, I always like to go infantry. That way I can have rangers and reinforce them in the field. Get the quad cannon out. Have my artillery. But with airborne, you want to play fast and loose. You want to be able to get anywhere you can with your airborne squads, capture points, harass, and back them up with some Shermans. Supply drops, I cannot emphasize that enough. Use them. And not just for the instant resources it gives you. Oh, devastating strafing run. I'm glad I clicked on over here for that. I hope Rubee didn't miss it. Or at least he's retreating him now. Bunker being built to cover this victory point here. We have some cover for the victory point here. And some cover for the victory point here. Well, it looks like it's just a matter of the timer ticking down now. This victory point will probably be the most of the focus of the rest of the game, because it's closest to Ranger 8's base. And Ranger 8 would do well to tackle some advice and use all of his supply drops. They're there for a reason. Take advantage of them. Otherwise, you'd have to pay for those units. See, he's exploiting the gap here, Rubee. You devious. Trying to take out that MG nest so you can flank him. Should have come in with your Tiger. But instead, you come in with a Firestorm. Good job. M10s just do not live long. People tend to throw them away. It's like, why even waste the fuel on them? M10 would have been served better circling this Tiger tank and getting its health down. It looks like Ranger 8 is capturing this point back. And he's got the far right point too, so the ticker's going to be counting down in Rubee's against Rubee now. Built another 57 millimeter, unless that's the one that he lost over here. Who knows? And he's going to lose it here. AT guns are not. They're good if you can keep them alive, but Austrians will just tear through them. Looks like Rubee's going to be capturing this point back here. Ranger08 still trying to stay in the game and get this plus 16 fuel back in his possession.
We are losing ground.
Yeah, he needs fuel. He keeps making M10s and they're not surviving. If he's going to make an M10, he might as well try to run him over the infantry and use that crushing ability.
Enemy stands at 300 points.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting.
Ah, Vet 3 Knights Cross. Let's hope he doesn't lose them the way I did yesterday when I played. Oh, I cannot believe I played that badly. And I played against Airborne too. But I just kept feeding my opponent Knights Cross holders, Vet 3s, and he wound up with 3 or 4 veteran C squads of paratroopers to fight against me. So I also went Terror Doctrine. The Tiger didn't last long at all. And Rubee, this is an intense game. Glad to see you pulled another one out. Ranger08 being gracious just like he was when I played him.
We're down to 50 points.
Well, Ranger, the way to deal with those bunkers, use your mortars. Oh, that King Tiger's just devastating. Rubee is right. Mortars would serve him very well. A couple of satchel charges. He did take out one bunker with a satchel charge because it was wounded. Last ditch effort. Doesn't look like it's going to work out for him. Game is over. Well, I hope some of the advice trickles down to Rubee and it'll help him improve his game. And I hope everybody enjoyed watching this series of Rubeecast that I've done. Have a good day.